And welcome everyone to week 11 of Football Friday Night. I'm your host, Dwayne Lindo, and it's come down to this, the end of the regular season. It's been a heck of a ride to this point, but rest assured, our crew at ABC7 will cover many of the games throughout the postseason. We have quite a few teams that have already punched their ticket, which includes state champions Venice. They host the Manatee Hurricanes for our game of the week. The Canes looking to extend their season as well with enough points to get in. And the fact that they play the top ranked team in the region, Venice, will put them in the best possible position. Some of the pregame festivities at Venice just getting better from year to year. You can see there, first quarter, the pass to Noah Carr for a pickup of about 12 yards. So rumbling and scrambling there, which leads to this. A 13-yard score by Brandon Gregory. Indians on the board, 7-0. Still in the first, Venice driving upfield, but the Hurricanes hold them on defense. Nice tackle there. 4 minutes into the second, Brandon Gregory, 1-yard touchdown run right here. 14-0 Venice. Indians go into the playoffs with firepower. They win this one, 44-13. And although the Brain River Pirates lost to the aforementioned team in their district, they've won 4 games in a row, scoring more than 50 points in each of their past 3 games, and are positioned to snag the 5 or 6 seed in their region. They host the Green Devils of St. Petersburg tonight, a non-district matchup. The fan base in Pirate Country hyped with the squad making it to the postseason. First play after the kickoff, and it's Brian Petit to the races. Untouched, 60 yards. To give the Pirates the first score of the game, extra point is good, 7-0. But the Green Devils aren't slacking, ladies and gentlemen. On the ensuing kickoff, Darrell Kelly takes it 92 yards to even up the score. A reminder, this is only 2 minutes into the matchup. 7-7 ball game. Pirates with the ball, it's gagged to his big tight end, Travis Toby, as he walks in untouched. 14-7 Pirates. The Green Devils tie the score up yet again, but the pitch to Brian Battie in the second quarter brings the Pirates back into the lead. He finds the hole for 55 yards, takes it home, 21-14 Pirates. And just before halftime, the pass to Knowledge McDaniel there for the easy touchdown. The Pirates beat a good St. Pete team, 49-31. And as Class 8A district champs in the area, the Riverview Rams are in the postseason, and their goal is to get deeper into the playoffs than they did last year. This game against the Sailors just a formality as they prepare for the first round. Rams on their own 35. The Sean White handoff to Allie Boyce, who dips and weaves up to the sideline for 65 yards through the Sailor defense and all the way home with just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter, 7-0 Rams. 3 minutes later, the Sean White play action pass to Malachi Weidman. What does he do with it? Yards after the catch, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown Rams. And the extra point is good as well. Riverview up 14-0. And again, Sean White finds his number 1 wide receiver, Malachi Weidman, in the end zone for another touchdown at the top of the second quarter. The kid is just too tall and too athletic. The Sailors just looking for a spark at this point. One more before the half. Will Evans passes the rock off to Michael Puda Hayes, who's able to find his way into the end zone. And the champs go into the postseason on a high note. They win this one, 42-13. So coming up on Football Friday Night Sights, the fan of the week and scores around the Suncoast. And the Booker Tornadoes looking to hand Cardinal Mooney their second loss in as many weeks. Those highlights coming up after the break.
We're the Bayshore Honey Bears, and you're watching Football Friday Night on ABC7.
Yes, they got it! Perfect! We should have been like,
Where to go and what to do in Muscle Shoals in Florence, Alabama. Personalized just for you. Find your sweet spots at alabama.travel/sweetspot.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here. Because
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch The Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
You know, fortunately, this was my first job out of college, so I was able to come back home and work in my hometown. I wore two hats. I was sports director and I was a news anchor. I did that for a few years and then decided to go full-time into news. Well, I love our team here at ABC7. We have a great mix, and it really is a great mix of personalities, of experience that meshes really well into a really strong team. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
Being empowered starts with getting informed, looking closer. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. But many of us don't know there are different types of breast cancer with different characteristics. That was me. Learning about the specifics of my diagnosis gave me the confidence to make informed treatment decisions with my doctor. This meant everything to me and my family. So take another look. Ask another question. Learn more at notonetype.org.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. La! It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
The Cougars had a heartbreaking loss last week against Clearwater Central Catholic. They now go head-to-head against the 5-4 Booker Tornadoes, with their eyesight set on securing a first-round bye in the Class 3 Region 3 playoffs. And I think senior night is the best way to celebrate going into the postseason. Kicker Anthony Einhorn will play at the college level in California. You see his parents there, proud parents. First quarter, the Cougars get right down to business. Booker on offense, and it's Reese Swink coming from behind the receiver for the pick, right on the 50-yard line. But the Tornadoes return the favor. Cougar quarterback passes it right to Jonathan Preche. And you know, all he's looking for is that end zone. Finally getting tackled on the 20 in Cougar territory there. So Mooney, coach Paul Meckley is relieved because Tornadoes couldn't convert any points on that one. Tough one for the Booker Tornadoes there, but in the second, Mooney punting in their own end zone. It's returned by Eldrian Arnold. We've mentioned his name before. Pure athlete. Dude is just breaking tackles and calling blocks, and he takes it in for the score. But guess what? There's a flag on the play. Interception counts, though. Booker just takes it in for the score, misses the extra point. You take it in for the score there. The Tornadoes lead at this point 6-0. And Eldrian Arnold is even playing a little bit of defense. Great ball awareness, making the adjustment to get that pick. Look at that. Booker with the upset. Great coaching by Dumika Atkins. Tornadoes win 30-6. And the Bayshore Bruins with a win over Lemon Bay last week, looking to end their season on a good note against the Mulberry Panthers out of Polk County. First quarter, first series, they started off with this. Aishener Sannon heads to the sidelines and takes it home. They waste no time on that one. 55 yards for the touchdown to make it 7-0 Bruins. Second offensive series for the Bruins, the pass to LaQuavius Green, a 29-yard strike to score again. Extra point is good, 14-0 Bruins at this point. And we're only 5 minutes into the game. Later in the first is Aishener Sannon, again just eluding defenders to get a 12-yard gain. And it all leads up to this. Daniel Haley with a 29-yard run, taking it to the house to make it 21-0 Bayshore. The Bruins would go on to score 29 points in the first quarter, ending the season off right. They win big in this one, 55-6. Now let's take a look at some scores from around the Suncoast. We start off with the DeSoto Bulldogs. They beat the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs 41-6. Lakewood Ranch, unfortunately, 0-10 on the year. Palmetto Tigers, they're looking to get into the playoffs. Selection for these teams are Sunday, so we'll find out if Palmetto makes it. They beat the Charlotte Tarpons 40-16. They should get a few points on that one. The Port Charlotte Pirates, they beat the Southeast Seminoles 21-18. And the Hardy Wildcats, they go undefeated on the season, so they'll be ranked number 1 in their region in Class 5A. They beat the Barron Collier Cougars 35-7. And the St. Stephen's Falcons, they're in the playoffs right now in the Suncoast State Championship. So they made the regionals, beating Suncoast Prep. Suncoast Prep Chargers 41-3, so they move on. The Out-of-Door Thunder, they unfortunately lose to the Mount Dora Christian Bulldogs 21-3, so they're out. And IMG White, they lose to the Nature Coast Tech Sharks 34-10. And the IMG Blue Ascenders, they're beating the Hoover Buccaneers. This is a final there, but it's in the third quarter. They're winning 34-7. And just a reminder, going into the postseason, tag those picks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with @mysuncoast.com for the next couple Friday nights, and we'll show them on air. So we'll show a couple here. Our first pick, Cardinal Mooney. A nice shot of the sidelines there. That photo taken by our own Ray Collins. Not only is he a great anchor, but he's a great photographer as well. And great player there, senior night for Bayshore High School. That is Darian Holly. He's a senior, number 34. Congrats to him on his graduation. Also, for the next pick, oh, that's all we have. Oh, darn. Bob, I wish we had more picks. But anyway, coming up after another short break, next week's matchups and our Fan of the Week. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
A home can be much more than just a house. But for some of our neighbors, home means uncertainty and isolation. At Rebuilding Together, we turn houses into homes and revitalize our communities. Because a neighborhood is more than just houses and streets. It's familiar faces and open arms. Join the movement to ensure everyone can live in a safe home and community. Become a rebuilder today.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Support the Hurricane Michael Relief and Disaster Fund by donating to the United Way of Northwest Florida today. Help communities rise and rebuild after the devastating mess left behind. Every donation makes a difference and is appreciated. Together, we are all Panhandle Strong.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
And now it's time for our Fan of the Week. And as most times, it's usually our Fans of the Week. This is the Honey Bears of the Bayshore High School. They're from Bayshore High School, but they're giving Bayshore a lot of cheer. I mean, that's probably the reason why they got the W today, or part of the reason. So congrats to Bayshore again, and congrats to the Honey Bears for cheering on their Bruins. And next week, just a heads up, we have some postseason matchups. I know Riverview and Hardy, those two are district champions. So we will catch you next week. We'll be here, same time, 11:15, with some highlights.